Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Axel and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Axel's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections, lots of motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You're going to be introduced to this training equipment tomorrow and taught how to use it properly. Now Axel's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Axel heel. At this point he has a job to do, and that is to walk nicely next to your left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind, staying with you, staying focused. You'll hear Rich talk to him to get the puppy to look back up at him. And this is going to make walking your dog a lot easier. He's not leading the walk, you are. And when you stop your feet, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you're walking and you stop to cross traffic or you talk to someone on the street, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for his next command. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, you do not use his name. The long sit-stay you can practice indoors as well as outdoors. Start out at about 30 seconds and slowly work up to 3 minutes. And they take off heeling again. And you are going to have to practice with him. Axel's the kind of dog that needs daily reinforcement of his commands, and you're going to use your commands when you're in your house, when you're outside, everywhere that you go. Rich leaves him in another sit-stay, turns to face him, and this time instead of returning back to him, he's going to have Axel return to him, and this is the come on command. And you don't want to get too excited when you call him, because then he gets amped up. He's supposed to come and sit in front of you facing your knees. Don't want him launching him off of you when you when you call him. He's to come in like a gentleman and sit facing your knees. And Rich will demonstrate that command again. And this tires him mentally. This working out and drill work tires Axel mentally, which is what you need. Comes in, sits, and they heel right back out of that. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your series of down commands. These are the harder commands. So with him seated at your left, you're going to take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. And you saw Rich take a step in, because if Axel starts sniffing the ground, that's not a down stay. A down stay is you just lay down and you wait for me to tell you what to do next. You're going to start out at about 30 seconds again with this command and work up to 5 minutes. And it's going to take you a couple months. It's not going to be overnight. But when you're dealing with a big German Shepherd puppy, you definitely want him to be under control, listening to you when you give him commands, paying attention.
Now, stay.
There's your down and stay again.
No.
Now he got up, so Rich told him no. Put him back into a sit, back into a down, and repeated the commands. And that's what you do if he breaks. You know and repeat your commands. This time Rich called him out of that down. Has him sit.
Axel, yeah.
He gave him a little treat that time. And I wouldn't make this all treat motivated, but occasionally you can throw a treat in there from time to time to keep him focused. His attention span is short, so you want to keep him focused for longer and longer periods. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So with him seated, you leave him in a sit stay. You're going to use your right hand to give the command, and you drop him into a down from a distance. And your homework will be, again, to lengthen out the distance. So Axel has been challenging, but he's a lot of fun. We're going to go over everything with you tomorrow and actually let you work with him, with Rich here to act as your coach. We've enjoyed having him. We want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you very soon.